Hello, welcome back. Today is my birthday, my 26th birthday, and I'm going to make myself birthday beignets. But before we beignet, I would like to introduce you to the most beautiful girl in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Hazel May. And this Miss Girl, this is Hazel May. She really wants to be held, so here we are. I'm gonna leave the recipe that I used linked in the description. This one seemed the simplest to follow. I'm still a relatively new baker, so I don't really know what I'm doing a whole bunch, but I want beignets, and it's my birthday. So starting over this time, we are going to be more prepared. Yeah, the first time I did this, I messed it up because I tried to activate my yeast in my stand mixer, but something went awry in the transfer. I just couldn't smell the yeast activating. Oh, I think I fucked it up. I'm gonna give that a minute. No, I'm gonna trust my instincts. I fucked that up. Damn it! This time I transferred nothing and just watched that milk like a hawk. Now that my milk is ready, I'm adding my yeast. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. We have some instant foam action.
A few moments later.
Alright, I let it sit for like another 5 minutes and it foamed up a little bit more. I think if I put it in like a big glass bowl that I don't have, it would have foamed up the rest of the way. I'm gonna keep going and hope that it is forgiving. So I tried to do an artsy shot here, but it didn't quite work out, but that's okay. Nobody said baking was a clean job. I don't know if like babying the dough is the right thing to do or if I should just kind of just let it do its thing, but I'm nervous, so this is how I'm gonna do it. The rest of it, it just says to basically knead it and let it rest, so I'm gonna do that and then I'll be checking back in a minute. Taking the dough out of the stand mixer, I'm folding the dough on itself a couple of times, and then we're just gonna let it sit for several hours. It is now like 8 o'clock. We have eaten dinner, and now it is time for beignets, and they have gotten quite big. I was just genuinely so happy that the yeast worked, but back on track, we started by warming up our oil. While the oil was warming up, I'm gonna start rolling out my dough and cutting it into squares. When I was cutting out the squares, I originally cut them out pretty big because I thought I wanted really big beignets, but I realized later before frying that wouldn't work, so I cut them down smaller later. I am now just gonna make some whipped cream. I don't think this is traditional, but I want whipped cream. This is just gonna be a messy, messy job. Then back at the stove, I'm just frying up my beignets. I don't know why I went with the Jurassic Park theme song, but yeah. As usual, I made a mess all over myself, but those are really good. I definitely think next time I need to roll them a bit thinner because they were a little bit dense, and I think that's because I didn't roll them thin enough before I cut them into squares. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with how they turned out, and I had a pretty good birthday, and it's been a hard week, so I'm glad I just got to bake and film and do all the things that I enjoy doing. So with that said, thanks for watching. Thanks for making it to the end. If you did, I appreciate you. Maybe stick around, maybe like something, maybe subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. No, we're not eating mics. Mics are very expensive. Now we wait. Now we wait.
Scanning for crumbs.
You scum. You
scum.
Scum. Happy birthday to me.